As we have seen earlier, any 7 or 10-digit numbers can be remembered in the form of a phone number. For example, 8573947 can be remembered as 8573947. To aid you better, try visualizing keying in this number on the dial pad of a phone. What about 4-digit numbers like 1815? Try turning it into time, like 1815. And visualize what you generally do at 6:15 p.m. Let's say you have to remember the numeric value of pi, up to 7 decimals. Come up with a sentence where the first word has 3 letters, the second 1, the third 4 letters, so on and so forth. So, pi to 7 decimals would be: may I have a large container of coffee? A tip to come up with these 7-letter words will be to do a Google search and select the most appropriate one to the sentence you are trying to form. Another form to remember smaller numbers is the numeric peg method. Using this technique, you assign an image to each number, 1 to 9, that is similar to its appearance. See how the numbers look like the objects they are representing. Ball represents 0. Magic wand represents 1. Swan represents 2. Fork represents 3. Sailboat represents 4. Seahorse represents 5. Bomb represents 6. Crowbar represents 7. Hourglass represents 8. And balloon represents 9. Memorize all these symbols and their number equivalents. If you find that these symbols do not stick in your mind, then convert them to something that you can remember better. After memorizing the images, you can begin using this method. Let's say you want to remember the street number of your friend's home, which is 289. You can then visualize a swan, which represents 2, swimming with an hourglass, which represents 8, at its back. And tied to the hourglass is a big red balloon, which represents 9. Or let's say you want to remember 471. You can imagine a sailboat, which represents 4, with a crowbar, which represents 7, hanging at its side. And glued to the crowbar is a long wand, which represents 1. The same principle can be used to remember lists as well, using a combination of number images and storytelling, which we saw earlier. Let's say you have to remember a list of 4 items in a particular order. 1. Pay electricity bill. 2. Buy mattresses for your home. 3. Mow the lawn. 4. Call your agent for upgrading your insurance policy. So, you get the idea. Practice it regularly, and you should be able to crunch numbers and lists in no time.